Hey, welcome back to another episode of Outside In.
Your go-to source for honest conversations about relationships and marriage.
So if you are ready, let's go. Alright. We're back with another episode here today.
Yes.
Today kita ada guest ke tak ada?
Ada.
Guest dia kita hari ni dia solo hari ni.
I need just a lot.
Tapi dia partner dengan bodyguard. Tapi bodyguard dia kat belakang.
Balik ada cuma-cuma.
Cuma bodyguard. Tapi sebelum kita introduce kita punya guest, this episode is brought to you by SE7EN FLOWERS. Okay.
So SE7EN FLOWERS have a range of modest apparels. They are nursing friendly with pockets, and most importantly, it's size inclusive.
Size inclusive. So siapa-siapa boleh pakai lah.
InsyaAllah.
Tak kisah dia kecil ke, dia tinggi ke pun boleh pakai.
Betul.
So to all our lady listeners out there, get your apparels at SE7EN FLOWERS. Where can we get them?
We can get them at their socials at SE7EN FLOWERS. SE7EN
FLOWERS.
Yes.
On Instagram or TikTok. Most of the time they're going live, or every day they go live almost.
So you can place your orders then.
And then they also have like a collated packaging, which delivers every weekend, if I'm not wrong. Kan? Yeah. Betul. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think kita punya guest pun mungkin pernah dengar dulu pasal SE7EN FLOWERS kan?
Mungkin.
Okay. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get into the show.
Yeah.
Alright. So
let's introduce lah. I tak sabar. I don't know if I'm going to cry today or not, but let's see, alright?
okay, kita punya guest, maybe you can introduce your name and a little bit more about yourself.
Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum. Okay, my name is Nana. I'm 30 plus.
Wah, ada punya poster.
Pandai dia cover.
Recover. Yeah, so I'm a mother of four.
Four children,
Yes,
mashallah.
4 children. Yeah. So I got 2 boys, 2 girls, 10, 9, 6, and 1 coming 2 December.
Wow.
Yeah.
All the different stages of the childrenhood.
Yeah.
But the youngest being 10, that means you're still very young lah. So,
Plus.
Nana reached out to us. She introduced herself, and then because that time we were asking for people to share stories and all that. And alhamdulillah, I think Nana found the courage to share her story. So yeah, why not? Maybe Nana, you can share with us a little bit more of the stories that you want to share with us. Kita punya basic dulu lah.
Okay. Basically, today I nak share pasal how being diagnosed with an illness affects not only me but people around me, my family, so the kids especially.
I think within our community especially, it's always like a taboo to talk about this.
Yeah,
and kadang-kadang pun kita want to find sources of how do we go through it and all that. It's always jangan cakap macam gini lah.
Yeah.
Kan?
Yes, it's that taboo. Nanti bila kita nak cakap, it will become jangan fikir bukan-bukan lah.
Jangan merepek lah.
Everything will be okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is that it's not okay. Yeah.
Yang lagi for the people that's going through it
Yeah.
itself, right? So I realised that we need to bring more awareness to the people around us to show that sometimes, yes, memang kita mintakan doa. But at the same time, we need emotional support. We need that support from our family, our friends, because they won't know what we're going through. And then at the same time, sometimes we feel lonely at times going through it.
Yes, very. It is. It's a very lonely journey. At times lah. Yeah.
Can share what's the battles that you're going through?
I'm currently battling metastatic cancer. I don't like to call it stage 4 cancer because it sounds so morbid.
That's the stigma of stage 4.
Stage 4. You know, pasal it's the end stage, right? So I don't like to call it that. I like to call it metastatic cancer. So so that's what I'm fighting. No, that's not what I'm fighting. That's what my family's fighting. Yeah, right now.
And that's the better way to put it lah.
Yeah. So because I realized at first when you hear about cancer lah, okay, especially when it comes to macam stage 4 cancer, you know, the kind of thing, you always imagine macam somebody who is like terlantar on the bed, you know, cannot move, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. And then after that, I realized that when I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, with metastatic cancer, that's not true. Like, you know, these people who are going through a very difficult time of their life, you know, their life still carries on. And I've met like a few of those going through the things that I'm going through, what I'm going through.
The exact same situation.
Yeah, also metastatic cancer. And mashallah, like the radiance, the positivity is beyond the world.
It's like,
Yeah.
they as though they are really just another day for them. Is it?
Yeah, like every day is, you know, just another day, and
They're
you
very
don't.
positive.
Yeah, and the thing is that we have our down days, of course we do. Yeah, and our down days can be very, very down sometimes. So like really, really down. Yeah, but overall, we are still living every day.
Correct.
Yeah, and it's it is beautiful to see that, you know, even with all of this, you know, the day goes by. Yeah,
Challenges.
and inspiring, very, very.
Yeah. So, you have any questions?
Yeah,
Okay.
because like what Nana said, these people are going through something so, like, I cannot imagine lah. But they are still radiating positivity and such light.
Yeah,
I think that's very inspirational.
especially I think if for those who have followed Nana on her Instagram and her page yang about Amin
Melayu.
yeah, you can see like, you know, she goes to the gym.
Yeah.
She goes. She has a very full day.
Yes,
obviously.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Maybe
Every day.
how's your day like usually on a daily basis?
Okay, weekdays is get up, get the kids to school. Then after that, I do things that normal people do.
Yeah, I see. That's
Yeah.
great.
Actually, I think I do more than normal people do. Yeah, and I realized that I think ever since the diagnosis I find peace and happiness in small things, like the things that I do on a daily basis. Things which before this seems macam halamak, such a chore, nak bangun pagi, nak ni, nak itu.
Macam you feel draggy just to get out. Kalau boleh nak tidur satu hari.
You know. But after the diagnosis, actually after November last year lah, after I got, I mean I had a period of time when I was really super down after November. But when I got back myself again, I realized there's a lot of things that I want to change about my life, my daily routine. Yeah, and I realized that with all of this change, it has also impacted my children.
Oh,
Yeah,
in
all of
a
this change.
positive manner.
Yeah,
lah.
in a positive manner.
Okay.
Because at first when I was diagnosed, the kids took it very.
Susah.
Yeah, it was very difficult. Actually, I was like, okay, the history of it, right? Okay. So I was diagnosed in 2020. That was the very first time I was diagnosed. That time was stage 1 breast cancer.
Oh.
Yeah. So I went for treatment. Things like that lah. Then lepas tu, I got pregnant.
Oh, mashallah.
Yeah.
With your last
With
one?
Alina, yeah.
Lena.
So when I got pregnant, right, the doctors were not agreeable
Because
for me
of
to keep the baby because I was going through treatment and stuff like that, right? So I actually didn't want to tell people
Of your condition.
no about my pregnancy.
Oh, okay. Pasal takut they have the same mindset, is it?
Because I am like, even with my mom, right, I told her like quite late lah. I was, my mom wasn't agreeable to keeping the baby also at first. Because the thing is, I already have 3 children, right?
Okay.
Even my husband wasn't very agreeable to keep me at first because he was like, at first he macam cakap, you know, it's okay kalau kita tak ada anak
A
lagi.
fourth one.
Yeah, you know, it's perfectly fine. We don't have 3. Yeah, I know that kind of thing. But I cannot bring myself to abort my baby.
So it's a child, and then and only mothers will have that kind of feeling tau. Nak kena buat ke apa.
Whatever the implications might be. Because I was given the risk and everything. So the risk of miscarriage, my risk of miscarriage was very high. It was 55%.
Oh wow, that's high.
Very high. And then the doctors was telling me that there's also a risk that you can bring the baby to term, and then after that it's a stillbirth. That all kinds of things.
So the risk was more towards the baby lah.
The baby and me lah.
Oh, yours.
Yeah, but I just like my husband said, I leave it up to you lah. Yeah. So I just decided that I cannot bring myself, so I will. People are telling me, macam this is a medical reason. It is perfectly fine if you want to abort the baby. And I say I know. I just don't wish to be pushed into a decision.
Correct.
So I made that decision. I told my doctor. So my doctor was marah. Not marah lah, like
really advice lah.
Yeah, they advise. Then after that, they're like, but whatever that you decide, they cannot say no. Because it is your decision lah. Yeah, so I had to sign a form stating that I really know the risk, blah blah blah, everything.
To say that it's your responsibility.
Yeah, it is my responsibility. So the pregnancy was quite difficult. Like I had a lot of bleeding, that kind of thing lah. So patah balik, emergency, and then you
were still doing your treatments?
No. I had to stop.
Because the child is inside, cannot do anything.
Yeah. So I had to stop. I totally stopped. The minute I found out I was pregnant, I totally stopped treatment. And then after that, I carried my baby until 7 months. Then at 7 months, they did a lumpectomy to remove, because that time was stage 1, so kecil kan. So they did a lumpectomy just to remove the cancer mass. At 7 months, but because I was pregnant, they couldn't give me GA. So it was only LA. So
GA tu apa?
GA to general anesthetic. So there was no general anesthetic.
You cannot sleep.
I cannot sleep because I was pregnant. So it was only local. So while they were like
you can hear and see everything.
And I can no lah, I cannot see because ada macam screen lah. Tapi I can hear the doctor. I can hear the ting-ketang. I can hear everything. And
because you're particularly awake lah kan?
Yeah, I was awake. I was totally awake. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I can feel. I cannot feel pain, but I can feel like
the touches and the cuts.
Yeah, everything. I boleh rasa the whole thing lah. So it was an experience that I don't want to do again. So after that was recovery from surgery. Lepas tu I carried my baby to full term. Alhamdulillah tau. Kita was so happy. Was so happy. So at first, when my mom said that, kalau boleh don't go through it, but after that, like everybody started loving the baby that was not even born yet.
It's like macam it survived.
Yes,
everything.
Correct. Yeah. And then it was time for me to give birth. So bila I nak give birth tu, it was a very long labour. I went in. I was already about 3 cm open, dilated. Tapi the baby was still high up. Then after that, my water bag burst.
Well, only.
Yeah, my water bag burst. After my water bag burst, usually kalau lepas water bag burst kan, the baby cannot be inside you for more than 12 hours. Pasal kalau tak nanti dia akan lemas, something like that. Yeah, so
tak ada protection.
Yeah, correct. Then she was inside me for I think macam 11 hours already. Tapi
11 hours.
Yeah,
my goodness.
Yeah, tapi my cervix tak nak buka lagi and dia tak nak turun. So
Caesar.
That was what the doctor told me lah.
Okay.
Dia cakap dia dah too long kat dalam. Her heartbeat also slowing down. So dia orang nak Caesar. Then after that I say Caesar lah. Then my husband my husband cakap, is there any other way? Can we do anything else? Macam really nak kena Caesar ke? Pasal I sakit lagi kan. So dia macam risau lah kan.
The complications that might occur after that.
Then after that I say okay lah, tak apalah, kalau nak kena Caesar then kita Caesar je lah. Not like So the end of the world lah, you know that kind of thing lah.
It was a solution.
Yeah, it
at
was
one point.
Then lepas tu I think the head doctor called me, cakap she came in lah, but she said that you already have so many children before this, it was all normal birth. Mommy, let's wait for another hour. Dia cakap itu.
Dia yang suruh tunggu.
Yeah, dia cakap
okay.
we try. So they turned me and everything. Dan lepas tu they give me oxygen mask pasal they need the oxygen to flow to the baby. Pasal baby dah tak cukup oxygen kan. They need the oxygen to flow to the baby. So I was on oxygen mask and all that lah. Lepas tu I macam I think about 1 hour, less than 1 hour after that, tiba-tiba my cervix just dilate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Betulnya Kadang-kadang si kuasa Tuhan kat sini.
Yeah, it's really kuasa Tuhan. Yeah. So kalau kita tak tunggu at that point of time kan, then I would have to go through Caesar lah. Dan lepas tu my cervix tiba-tiba dilate. Lalu after that she came out. But she came out usually baby kan kepala kat bawah kan. But she came out, her face was up.
Oh.
So that's why the cervix was very difficult to open and everything. And so it was the most painful birth of all my children.
Wow. Did you use epidural also?
Yeah, I had.
But still the most painful.
Yeah, it
my
was painful.
goodness.
Yeah, it was a very painful birth. Yeah, very painful. In comparison to all the rest of my kids, it's the most painful birth. Then bila dia dah keluar, she was blue.
Oh, tak cukup oksigen.
She wasn't breathing.
Masya Allah.
She wasn't breathing. Her heartbeat dah tak ada, and she because sorry, my body got very busy. So she dia tak breathe, dia tak apa. So when they took her out, lepas tu dia macam the doctor started. I didn't know what's going on tau. Pasal macam it was already a very painful birth kan. So I macam dah selamat dah keluar. It was like I didn't know what was going on. Then suddenly the doctor started screaming, call unit.
Oh my god.
So
pasal it's
so I macam apa ni? Like tiba-tiba tau. So they took her, put it on me, and then after that she said, mommy, talk to baby.
Oh, that contact lah.
Yeah, so talk to baby. I was like, okay. Then I talk lah. It's macam because we already had a name, right? So I was like, Lina, come on, like that tau. Then after that the doctor just kept on tepuk dia punya belakang tu tepuk. My husband kat sebelah dia nangis.
Ya Allah.
Yeah, he cried. I've been married to him for like 11 years. It is very, very difficult for me to see him shed tears. But that point of time, it was like it was a very difficult moment I think for him and for me. So bila dah the doctor tepuk, then there was this like loud pat on the back. It was like I could hear it. Dan lepas tu tiba dia macam and she breathed.
Masya Allah.
Wow.
So after that kita tak boleh pegang dia because they need to put her inside the oxygen box
To make sure she's
she breathes oxygen lah. Pasal dia orang takut because it was quite, I think sometime, or maybe it felt like forever for me. But
I mean, for the baby to turn blue.
She was blue.
Yeah, wow.
So if you see like her just when I just gave birth to a picture, actually that point tak boleh ambil gambar lah. When she was inside the box kan, you can see that her hands are blue, her feet is blue. Yeah, usually kan baby keluar kan macam merah-merah kan. Yeah, she was
Merah-merah dia.
Nak nyanyi pula dia.
Yeah, but she was blue. So but alhamdulillah lah, lepas macam everything kan. So my husband kept on saying to me lah, dia cakap she is a fighter just like you. Yeah, he said that when the whole world says no, she said yes.
Yeah, oh my god, betul juga
Yeah.
Like everyone was saying no, but even until the point of birth, she was faced with that situation, but she still fought on. Masya Allah.
Macam the world all said no.
She is a warrior. She is a warrior.
Warrior princess.
Sekarang pun macam gitulah, macam warrior princess juga lah. Hari-hari kan dia dengan kakak dia macam, and her kakak is very lembut, macam lembut gitu. Nanti
very dainty.
Very very princess macam gitu lah. Nanti kakak, you see what Elena is doing? Go tell Elena no. Elena, No, don't do that to mommy, Elena. Macam mana adik dia nak takut? Adik dia macam
Lampu lah. Sekejap I adjust punya lampu sekejap.
I still could breastfeed her, tapi mostly on one breast because the other breast yang dah go through that operation, dia macam ada milk tapi very very little macam droplets gitu. Yeah, so I managed to I still managed to breastfeed her. I was so proud of myself. No, because actually with Irfan I tak dapat breastfeed sangat, or maybe because first baby kan, so macam you know.
So more getting to know their body lah in a way.
Yeah, and then also because I got like a lot of macam you're not giving your child enough milk lah, blah blah blah, all of this lah. Like
normal lah.
A lot of people got a lot of things to say about how you parent. Always, yeah.
Macam diorang punya cara yang betul.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, but to me macam, and then that point of time macam first baby kan, so macam betul ke tak ni so overwhelmed, you know. So I was like no, my mental health comes first. Kau nak suruh aku kasih susu botol je lah, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, I just didn't want to go through that whole of explaining myself and everything. With Norris I breastfed for like very long until I pregnant with Zafira.
Okay.
Then I had to stop because Zafira was I think 5 months, 6 months. Kalau I breastfeed, it will
take away the nutrients.
Tak, bukan. Contraction. Yeah, I developed contraction. My contraction when I breastfeed. So doktor cakap, okay, you need to stop. Like anyway, he was already 3 years plus already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dia dah besar pun. So macam doktor macam, you know, mommy just stop. okay. So I stop. Yeah. Then after that, then with Zafira pun lama. Zafira pun about 1 year plus gitu.
Okay.
So with but with all of them kan, macam breastfeeding it was like I was very proud of myself lah dapat breastfeed. Okay. Tapi the feeling is not macam bila I dapat breastfeed Elena.
Because of the situation
because
that
of
you're in.
Yeah. So bila I dapat breastfeed Elena tu, I macam so happy tau. So lepas tu 4 months postpartum,
okay,
I pergi doktor pasal diorang nak kena buat mammogram because when you a cancer survivor, you need to go for mammogram like every 6 months. Tapi at that point of time, masa I tengah pregnant punya area tu, doktor cakap okay lah, dia buat self-examination, dia tak nak buat mammogram because ada radiation kan.
And it could affect the baby.
Yeah, and then my pregnancy is already so high risk. Yeah.
They want to
So
put in
yeah,
into any more risk
so
lah.
diorang macam okay lah. So far bila they did the examination, it feels okay. So you know, so I went through it lah. And then after that at 4 months postpartum lah, so I had to go for the mammogram already. So I was like okay, so by mammogram, then that was when they found that there was a mass growing at the lymph node area.
Lymph node. Okay.
Yeah, lymph node area. So at that point of time dah besar lah, so I had to go for another biopsy. Lepas tu bila the result of the mammogram dah keluar kan, I look at my doctor and my doctor look at me lah. So she said okay, so we found mass and all that. So dia cakap now nak kena buat biopsi lah. So sebelum tu I tanya dia, what do you think the chances of it being cancer is? So she looked at me and then she was like, let's just go for the biopsy.
You don't want to put any assessment yet lah.
But I look at her face, I macam I will not. Yeah. So then after that, then I went for the biopsi. Lepas tu bila result dah keluar, I dah confirm that it's cancerous lah, that the mass is cancerous. I duduk, I dah keluar. Doktor tanya I lah macam, you know, so how you feeling? So I'm like, I'm okay. Yeah.
Still trying to stay positive.
Yeah. No. That time it wasn't positive at all. That time it was, I just want to get out from this room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I said, no, I'm okay. So she was like, yeah. Dah. I keluar. I went to the toilet. Dekat klinik tu juga. I masuk dalam toilet. I duduk kat dalam toilet. I tak boleh bergerak. My legs were totally jelly. I cannot move. And the first thing I thought was, how am I going to tell my husband? How am I going to tell my parents? So I macam, I duduk kat situ, I macam pegang handphone, like my handphone. Lepas tu I tak boleh gerak. Then because
It was
maybe
too sudden.
maybe the mistake was me being in the toilet, because the toilet is like tempat apa kan. Yeah, but that was the only place that I could find that I could be alone.
Yeah,
Like,
you needed that moment of to yourself.
Yeah. So it was about like 1 hour plus.
Oh, lama
And then
juga.
lama. And then I have a lot of people that I could choose to message lah. But I messaged this one person, this one friend of mine. We're not like super close, tapi I don't know, at the point I just felt like,
This person was calling out to you to be nama.
yeah. So I messaged her and then I said, I don't know what to do. So she was like, babe, calm yourself down, that kind of thing. So I was like, okay. So she didn't ask me a lot of questions about how, why, what, when, what, apa. She just was just there lah. Macam, we ended up talking about other things, other nonsensical things also. But it was just to calm myself down. So I took a deep breath in, out, then after that I was like, okay lah, let's just go lah. So I went down. My husband was waiting for me. I didn't really have to say anything lah. He looked at me and he was like, it's okay.
He said it's okay.
It's okay. And I was like, okay lah, it's okay. And after that I was like, I'm also keadaan we sat down in like silence for a short while. And I say, I think I need to cry. And then he said, it's okay. So we didn't talk about it first. Lepas tu bila dah jalan semua, baru I break down lah. I cried for a while. And lepas tu he said, so what next lah? So I say, at that point of time dia dah confirm. So at that point it was already stage 3. So I said, they want to do a bone scan because the position of where the cancer is very close to my bones. So they needed to make sure that the cancer has not spread to the bones, that kind of thing.
Sorry, this one the punya cancer is a totally different one.
No, it's a relapse.
Relapse.
Yeah.
Oh,
So when I was first diagnosed again, when the relapse happened, I didn't want to tell anybody. I kept it from a lot of people. Pasal remember bila I pregnant?
yeah.
Like banyak orang cakap.
Said a lot of things.
Yeah. So I was so afraid that kalau I cakap ni, nanti orang cakap, itulah dah cakap jangan simpan habis. And there were people who said that.
Ada juga.
Yeah, there were people who said that macam it was my decision that caused this, because usually after you dah clear from cancer kan, you need to take like a 5-year punya pill. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just to make sure that the
It
cancer
doesn't
does
come
not
back.
come back. Does not
Okay.
relapse. Yeah, so I didn't take that because I was pregnant, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so we were actually planning to take that after macam
Dah give birth.
dah give birth semua. Tapi tak sempat lah kan. Yeah, so lepas tu dah relapse tu. So I actually kept it quiet from people for quite some time. I tak cakap pasal I couldn't take that negativity of people telling me that.
Pasal lepas satu, because we know what's going to come from them. You've kena face it before when you're pregnant, and then when these things happening, the things that going to come out from their mouth is probably the same things.
Yeah, and it was going to be very painful, and I didn't have that mental capacity to go through it. So I decided to only tell a few of my close friends. Even when I shared it on Instagram, I was on close friend list. I didn't like share
Share
it.
to everyone.
Yeah.
SE7 Flowers kita size inclusive, which means kita provide affordable, comfortable but modest at the same time for sizes from maybe like extra small up to 5XL. Yes.
I love this so much because sometimes bila I shopping baju kan, kadang-kadang design lawa sekali tengok alamak tak ada size.
Yeah. So we are size inclusive from extra small all the way to 5XL for people my height, because sometimes kita beli seluar kena alter kan.
Correct.
So we provide pants with sizes for tall ladies and also petite ladies lah like me.
I susah cari dress sebab I tinggi. Jadi selalu nanti dia macam
Length dia macam our length is like 130 to 145.
Oh okay, boleh.
Like shawls in longer length. Everything lah, brooch ke, inner, snow cap, hand socks, everything.
And also from what I know is it's also nursing friendly.
Yes. Asalnya baju nursing friendly tak cantik.
Macam obit
macam really baju office, nursing mom will know the struggles lah. So when I'm a nursing mom myself that time, macam kita need to cater to nursing mummies lah. And the same time we focus on pocket lah. Kita selalu ada pocket.
Tu penting pocket.
Dengan satu tak payah gosok sangat baju kita. Iron free or ironless. Crinkle material.
Guys, follow 7 Flowers on Instagram and TikTok. They always go live almost every day.
Every day, Monday to Saturday. Without fail. The best part about live, people can ask you to wear. You can see how the fit might look on you, and then you can ask questions and all that. And live selling, of course, it's fast. Let's say you watch the live on Monday, all the way to Saturday, you use one shipping lah. So you can combine.
Clever lah.
Bagus tu.
So nanti at the end of the week, barulah you dapat package, as in you already compile your
whole
package.
package.
Jadi maximize the shipping fee kan.
Right. So kan boleh add to cart dah kira kan.
7 Flowers, so don't forget to follow them on their Instagram, their TikTok at SE7EN FLOWERS.
Lepas tu I went for my bone scan. Lepas tu bone scan results keluar, dan kita dapat tahu yang it was actually dah spread to the bones. So I upgrade lah kan.
So it was stage by stage punya
actually no lah.
revelation
It's not. When the stage 3 tu actually dia dah spread dah. It's just that pasal they gave me an initial
diagnosis.
But when they found out that dia dah spread, so it dah become stage 4 lah. So actually it was already stage 4 lah.
When the first time was checked.
Metastatic already. So bila dah dapat tahu, then things went by very fast after that. Macam all the you need to start treatment and everything. When I dapat tahu stage 4, okay, good girl.
I just go to toilet.
So bila dapat tahu stage 4, it was quite dekat after stage 3. So kita macam masih reeling, masih go for treatment. Doctor say everything is okay, like
there was a lot of more good sides lah.
Kita masih we still ada that hope, that kind of thing lah. Lepas tu November came. So when November came, because my cancer is fast growing and aggressive.
Okay.
So the doctor cakap lah that I was given a prognosis. Kalau the cancer keeps growing the way that it is, then I had approximately 18 months
from the diagnosis.
No, from November lah.
18 months.
18 months from November. That was last year.
Last year November.
Sure.
So bila kita dapat tahu tu and then it was put down in letter lah kan. I didn't even talk to my husband about it. I just gave him the letter. Even to my mum, I
showed the letter juga.
I didn't talk. I just ambil gambar and I just send it to her. So the first time when she got that message from me, and she just duduk and macam I think she like rebah for a while. She couldn't move, like she couldn't. Then when I messaged her, she didn't reply. So like
Dia pun terperanjat juga lah.
Terperanjat. my husband stopped the car at the side where he sat down and he like he cried.
Dia pun bila time driving he couldn't continue driving also.
Dia tak boleh drive, tak boleh move. I cannot move. Then I had to tell my father. My relationship with my father is bapak-bapak dulu, right? So there wasn't like a lot of emotions with the kids, not
This
like
stoic man that
so it was very hard to see him give emotions lah. So I didn't when I told him, I couldn't even bring myself to like call people to tell, like when I tell my mom or I tell my dad, I just message. I couldn't even macam so bila I bilang dengan my father tu, I message lah. So he replied me, then he said, like have faith in Allah and all that. And then lepas tu my mom asked me lah, like you dah bilang papa ya? Cakap ya. Then after that she said, because he solat very very lama, like he was on the sejadah for very very long. So I said, I told her, I said, I'm so sorry, I kept giving people bad news like one after another, and I couldn't take it. I really tak boleh take it. That's why I say I'm so sorry that I have to like tell you this kind of thing. Yeah, because as much as macam my husband cry, and my husband macam rasa macam there's a very big possibility of me losing my wife, but he has loved me for 11 years, but my parents have loved me for 30 over years.
Born, yeah.
And I cannot. I always no parent should feel that pain of having to
lose their own child.
Yeah, lose a child. A child burying a parent is
the
norm.
It's a norm.
But a parent burying the child, doesn't matter how old the child is, whether the child is 6 months ke 7 years old ke 30 years old ke, that pain is different. So I told my mom, I told my dad, I said, I'm really so sorry. And then I told my brothers. They were the first people that I told. And then I said, I'm not sure if I want to say this to others or what. Just give me some time. So after that period, I went into very deep place. Very very deep place. I didn't want to do anything. I woke up, I watched Netflix from pagi sampai petang tau. I just didn't want to do anything. I macam
in a way, for a short moment there you were like giving up maybe.
Yeah, it's not exactly giving up lah. It's just macam selalu bila macam orang cakap dia dapat cancer, and then dia macam tanya Allah like why me? But I didn't have that moment of why me moment, tak ada. But I just felt like it just kept coming, and it was just I couldn't take that. I couldn't take it. So I just needed that pause. I needed that space. And then we had to tell the kids.
Yeah, that's something that I think not anyone can do easily to spread this news, and whether or not they can understand.
Yeah, I think with Irfan and Norris, it was not easier tau. It was maybe because also they're boys, and so when I told the kids, I told the boys first. So they normal reaction lah, they cried and things. But lepas tu diorang macam but mommy like no, this
You don't accept it.
Yeah, this like it's not supposed to happen. Yeah, so Norris said something like when I was that time the K2 2020, when he was younger, like K2 primary, when he said when I was younger you have cancer.
He knew about that.
Yeah, they knew my first the kids knew about like the things that I go through. I mean, in depth of how bad it was, no, they didn't know because at that point of time they were very
Still young.
In 2020 they were still young. So macam so he said lah, you know, like last time you have cancer and then it got better and then now like
Why come?
you have cancer again, like
Kenapa
why?
kena lagi? Because to them it's like doctor dah
yes,
cure.
you see, it's done, you know. Like until when is this just, you know, going to come again, you know? And then when dia cakap macam itu, I macam you know, this semua we cannot cakap. Sama juga like, you know, when you have fever, I say sometimes you have fever then you eat medicine and you get better, and then later you have fever again, but they cannot grasp the subject and maybe it's kuasa Allah. Before that we were already talking about death, and how I really talk about death to the kids like how you know, everybody, everything, every living thing will die. Okay, whether it's the trees or the cats or, you know, human being, you know, will die. And they took it quite well, because when I think I had to go to my uncle, that means their grand uncle punya funeral, things like that kan, dia macam, oh, you know, oh, this is death, you know, like
was it their first experience of
death? No, my grandmother passed away also before that, but
when they're older lah.
no, that time I think 2019, something like that lah. So diorang dah nampak lah, they see death already before, and then they were like, you know, okay, so this is death, you know, that kind of thing. So we talked about it, we talked about death, you know, this kind of thing. They were like, oh, okay, you know, so every living thing will die, you know, that kind of thing. But that wasn't their mother. You know, and people say, you know, like as much as, you know, you try to, you know, speak to your kids about death so that, you know, they can understand it and all that, but when it's so far away from you, you
really
you tend to, oh, okay, you know, I understand, but when it's so close, it's a totally different thing. And they are so young. And then, but the worst part of it all was Zafira lah. Zafira was she is a very emotional girl. So bila dia dengar tu, it got her. It was a very difficult time for me and for her. She sometimes pergi sekolah, then she will suddenly cry in school. So
dia macam terfikir-fikir.
So I had to, of course, I had a talk with her principal, I had a talk with her teachers. I had to make them understand that this is what is going on at home. It's not only with her lah, even with the boys punya teachers also I had to speak to them lah, because Irfan developed anxiety. He suddenly couldn't breathe in school. Like that on that day I had to undergo treatment. So the kids knew, like, okay, today mommy has hospital, you know, mommy has to go through treatment, mommy has to go hospital. So he couldn't breathe suddenly. They had this assembly, I think, in school, and then dia tak boleh breathe, and then the teachers thought that it was asthma attack.
Because he used to have.
Yeah, because he has childhood asthma. So when they messaged me, when they called me. Actually, I didn't answer, so my husband answered. So kita macam, oh, okay, asthma attack lah. So the teacher said, no, they are going to call the ambulance to bring him down to KK. Pasal it's in school, right? So they don't want anything to happen. So when the paramedic came and everything, and they talked to Irfan, then they said that it's not asthma, it's a panic attack. Yeah, so kita macam, okay, so
dekat sekolah tu dia tahu maknya pergi hospital. So he was feeling
I
all
think
sorts of anxiety.
Yeah, it was like a very I think he was scared, he was overwhelmed. He was very overwhelmed on that day. So pergi hantar pergi hospital. So we met him in hospital, and the first thing that he did when he saw me, because at that point of time macam I think the COVID measures were not totally raised up yet. So there was only one parent who could go in. So I was asking my husband macam, so you nak pergi, I nak pergi. Then after that he was like, you go lah, you go. Yeah. So when I met him, we was at A&E. Then the first thing that he did when he saw me was he came and he just hugged me. Like, he said, I'm so scared. Because dia tak boleh breathe kan. So I macam, it's okay. You know, I'm here. Then lepas tu dia okay. Like after he saw me, he was
He just
fine.
needed you.
Yeah, he was fine. So the doctor told us that, oh, you know, it's the first steps of anxiety attack. Yeah, so dia ada anxiety most probably because of everything that is going on lah. So I cakap okay, so kita try to see how we can help him lah. Yeah, then Zafira pergi sekolah nangis. I miss my mommy. I want my mommy right now. I miss my mommy. I want my mommy right now. Yeah.
Ever since you broke the news to them, they've been more clingy towards
Actually,
you.
before I broke the news to them, maybe they are kids and they just feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a way,
I don't know.
they have a special sense
macam,
of knowing.
Yeah. So we developed a lot of macam I had to cakap dengan Zafira, okay, we have this thing dulu. Macam bila I baru bilang dia semua. So every time dia nak pergi sekolah, nanti I have to like, okay kakak, you can do this, okay, you go to school and have some fun, okay. Nanti I have to raise up my hand. So I have to cakap macam, so we will be together and then she will forever. Baru dia masuk. Kalau tak, dia tak masuk.
Masya Allah.
Yeah. So she always needs that reassurance from me, like, you know, that oh no, mommy will be here, cause she cannot. And then now macam, now that she's a bit older lah kan, that was like early in the year. So now there was this time where her friend lost a cat. The cat died lah. Basically the cat died. And then so on that day, that her friend's mommy told the teacher lah, cakap, yeah, you know, the cat died, so they might feel sedih, you know, that kind of thing lah. So they talked about it in class. So her friend was saying that, you know, the cat has an illness, then the cat didn't make it, so the cat died. And then so they shared about this death and pain in class. So Zafira said something like, my mommy has a virus, it's called cancer.
Oh no.
But then her teacher said, yeah, but Zafira's mommy is very strong. She said that.
Yeah.
And
The reassurance.
yeah, and Zafira said, so if I cry, please don't call me a cry baby. It's because I'm thinking of my mom.
Ya Allah.
Gosh.
Masya Allah.
And because the one who said this to me is her friend's mommy lah. Her friend told her mother. So I and the mother kawan lah. So yeah, so she said that this was happening in class lah. So I macam my daughter dah besar. You know, she,
For her to be able to.
yeah, dia dah macam start to understand. So that night at home kita berbual lah, me and her. We always have this small conversations before we sleep lah. Yeah, that part time Lina dah tidur. Kita cuma boleh berbual bila Lina dah tidur. Kalau tak, Lina is always like, you know,
Trying to.
yeah. So we had talk lah. So suddenly she said something to me. She said, "Mommy, if you are tired and if Allah says that you cannot be better anymore, it is okay." She said, "It's okay."
Zafira said this.
Yeah, she said, "It is okay, mommy. If you die, I will draw for you a drawing and I will put it at the soil where you die."
Ya Allah.
And then I broke down and I hugged her. Then she said something like, "Charlie's cat died, mommy, but she's very, very sad and she cried a lot, but she's okay." She said that, "If you die, I will cry a lot, but I will be okay, mommy." And then after that, I hugged her and I tak tahan lah. Like, you know, I cried a lot at that night. And after that, she said to me, Mommy, I'm sad now. Please tepuk me.
Ya Allah.
And I okay, so I tepuk her, then she slept. So that night, she macam terbangun banyak kali tau. Dan terbangun. Dan lepas tu, I macam tepuk her, reassure her, dan dia tidur lah. Lepas tu, pagi bangunan nak kena pergi sekolah kan. So I kejut her lah. Kakak wake up, it's time to go to school. Then she wake up, like terperanjat itu tau. Dia bangun terperanjat. And the first thing she said to me was, Mommy, I'm not going to be okay. You cannot die.
Then dia termimpi something good.
I don't know. So it's just suddenly macam, you know, like last night she was fine with it. She was like, you know, I'll be sad, but you know, I'll be okay. You know, that kind of thing. And then suddenly she just, no, I'm not going to be okay. You cannot leave me. No, I'm not going to be okay.
Sure.
And these are the things that people don't see. You know, they see my pain, and you know, like I cannot describe the physical pain that I go through, because the cancer is at my bones and a small part of my brain right now. So the treatment that I'm going through is to target especially to the brain area that it doesn't spread lah. So the pain that I feel, I can mask it with painkillers. You know, I makan painkillers. You know, I mean, it doesn't like totally tak ada. Yeah, but it's, you know,
makes it bearable.
Yeah, it makes bearable. You know, but this pain that my family goes through, the kids go through, I cannot take it away with painkiller. I just cannot, and that's the most painful part of it all, and it's so difficult to make people understand that
it's not just
me, you know, it's them lah, and that's what I worry about every day. Yeah, it's the kids it's how they're going to manage, you know. And then also because I think kita family Melayu, so I think a lot of the things macam it's all mommy, you know, mommy.
Generally, everything is the mother
you
holding the
know,
fort.
Yeah, so I worry lah, you know, like what will happen after that? You know, who would they talk to? What? How would they cope?
Yeah, especially like after that incident with Zafira and
yeah.
Like, and the things that she said. You know.
Yeah.
Does she share the same bond with the father or her brother?
She's close to her father, yes, but they don't.
Not like this lah.
Yeah, I think also because emotionally it's different with the father.
Yeah. It's always like the saying mother, and then the father.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So even with Norris lah, you know, that time Norris dia tak selalu macam tunjuk emotion lah. Yeah. Tapi he would just like suddenly come out to me, then Mommy, I love you so much, okay? You must always promise us that you will always be strong. You will always be healthy.
Yeah, they are your motivators.
Yeah, and I macam, yeah, then sometimes nanti he will cry, then he will like, what are we going to do if you die? Where are we going to go?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But how, like, since last November, this diagnosis was given to you, prognosis was given to you. How has it been, like, after you shared all this, like, has it been improving for them, the way they are coping with this?
We take steps, macam I have reached out to the family service center near us. So the kids go for regular group sessions. The three of them, Irfan, Norris and Zafira. And I know a lot of parents have this stigma, this thinking that, you know, oh, kalau anak aku pergi, tak nak lah, anak aku tak boleh pergi lah, counselling ke apa, therapy lah, you know, anak aku tak gila lah, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh my goodness, that's so common. Yeah.
Don't have that because this therapy has helped them a lot. For the first two sessions, for the first two sessions I went in with them. So I read a story to them about the invisible string.
Okay.
So this invisible string can reach even heaven.
Okay.
that invisible string is love lah, basically. Yeah, but the story is just, the metaphor of love is the string. So it doesn't matter like wherever that mommy is, there's always that invisible string binding all of us together, and that's love. So I told them that, even if mommy's not here, even if you cannot see mommy, that doesn't mean that you cannot love mommy. You can always love mommy, Yeah, because Zafira has this thinking like, kalau if mommy go, then I will have a stepmother and my stepmother will hate me.
The stepmother stories.
Yeah.
Cinderella.
Yeah, pasal dia very fairy tale princess person kan. So dia macam takut semacam gitu. So I tell her, no, it's fine. What if I cannot love you anymore after you die? What if so this this kind of stories, all that, and it gives them that reassurance that no matter what happened, no matter where I am, even when I'm still alive, you go to school and I'm at home or I'm in the hospital or wherever I am, we always have that string, that invisible string, that love between me and you, and it won't never go off because you will always love me and I will always love you. Yeah. So I read that story to them, and then they still remember sampai sekarang. So as much as we think that they're kids, alah nanti they get over it lah. But if you do not, kalau kita tak, they are kids they are pasal diorang kecil kan, so diorang punya feelings very big and diorang and whatever that they see in the world is magnified.
Yeah, and
so
then they don't have that control,
yeah,
and like to structure everything properly.
And diorang tak tahu macam mana nak cakap, that kind of thing. So kalau kita tak tolong diorang, they will fall into that place where nanti jadi macam Ifan, anxiety attack, tak tahu macam mana nak cakap, that kind of thing. So I decided that I don't care what whoever it is nak cakap apa. I'm going to help my kids first. So I send them for regular group sessions. So at first it was only Irfan pasal dia besar kan. So
the older one.
Yeah, then after that my caseworker, dia cakap maybe it's better kalau you get all the kids together. So because they are going to go through this together. Yeah. So the three of them,
they can have each other support.
Each other support. Yeah. So they go for it together, and then sometimes I ask them macam after finish session, what do you do today? Today we talk about feelings. We draw our feelings. We use emoji to draw. So Zafra told me that I said that I am sad because my mommy is sick and I am worried and I am scared, but I will be happy if my mommy gets better. She said that. Then I was like, so you make dua to Allah, because the thing is when I send them to the family service center, they handle the dunia part.
Okay.
That means because there's no religion aspect inside it.
It's more towards the psychology aspect, because they're not Muslims, right? So so bila dia balik tu, I will ask them and I will perapkan things macam so always make doa, as much as you think that there's nobody and you're alone, Allah is always there for you, this kind of thing. So I talked to her lah, and then after that Nori said, I draw this, I draw this feeling, I draw that feeling. Then I asked him like, so how do you feel when you get to know macam mommy is sick lah? And the first emotion that he gave me was anger. Angry?
Yes, he was very angry.
This is very different. Really sedih and all that.
Yeah, he was angry, and he told me that he did not realize that he was angry until he went for the session.
Oh.
Yeah, when they talk about it together lah, and that was dah lama after my diagnosis, after I told them about it. So that means kalau I tak expose them to this, he will never have realized that he was very angry.
So if let's say for example, if you didn't go through this, the anger could have developed into
something else.
Yeah, usually it's always in the realm of hatred and whatnot, kan?
Yeah. So I takut. So so I asked him like, what are you angry about? No, I'm angry. Why you have cancer? Why is it my mother? And so when I heard that, so I cakap dengan dia lah, Allah is not Allah tak jahat, Allah is not mean, you know. There is a reason for everything, you know, and so we had to talk about it, because if not, the anger would just manifest into, and if it's just like that, it can go to it can go to a point where he questions the Almighty. So I do not want that to go, and Alhamdulillah for this sessions lah, you know, that I also dapat tahu that okay, so dia marah. Macam Zafira is just plain sedih, you know, she's just sad and scared and worried and sad. But he was angry, and I think macam banyak orang pasal kita tak, it's not that we are not prihatin though, but maybe also cause macam we're not professionals, right? We don't tangkap all these underlying emotions in our kids, you know. So that's why macam, and the thing about my kids is because they are suddenly being thrown with something that is so big.
Yeah.
That's why I always tell my husband macam, kadang-kadang my husband macam, you know, they're just like, my kids are very
Expressive.
testing.
Okay.
Yeah, they test water a lot, especially macam the two older boys, because they are at the age macam preteen, and you know,
they're exploring.
Yeah, they're exploring, and then they are also macam tengah nak test water, tengah trying to push boundaries, so that kind of thing. So I said, there was this conversation that I had with my husband pasal Irfan I think it was about Irfan. So dia cakap macam something macam, you know, why lah, you know, this kind of thing apa. So I said to him, like, you know, he's going through a lot of things in his life. So he said like, yeah, but you know, we have always been there. It's not like, you know, we are not there. You know, that kind of thing. Macam kita try apa kita punya best, that kind of thing. But I asked him something. You are not in my children's position. Even though you are my husband, I'm not your mother. I am their mother. And my relationship with you is a relationship out of love. On paper. Do you understand?
And
like
you develop the relationship from nothing.
Yes, correct. Yeah, we develop that love when we are adults already, you know, that kind of thing. You know, But my relationship with my parents, my relationship with my kids, they are bonded by blood. So
literally.
Yes. So it is different, you know, it's different. So I said, can you imagine being 10 and being told that your mother has less than 2 years to live? It's something you cannot imagine and you cannot comprehend because you have never been placed in that position. And that's why I always tell people macam, you know, kalau macam orang sakit ke, ataupun you know, anak-anak orang-orang yang sakit ke, atau mak-mak orang-orang yang sakit ke, come up to you and talk to you and things like that, you know. Jangan pernah cakap, I understand. Because you have no idea. No, zero. You do not have the idea. You can empathize and you can feel for the person, you know, like whatever the person is going through. But for you to understand, even two people going through the exact same thing do not understand how each other feel, because kita punya emotions are all different. Kita are all different people.
Correct.
Yeah, so jangan cakap macam gitu. Because you tak boleh dapat rasa apa anak-anak I rasa. And I told him like, you have no idea how he's feeling, what he's feeling, you know. And there was this conversation I had with Irfan pasal his anxiety lah. So I cakap dengan dia macam, you know, how you're feeling now, are you okay, you know, that kind of thing. So he said something to me macam, Mami, you are always so strong. You know, kita selalu ada this thinking that okay, I teach my kids, I teach all my kids, it is okay to be sad, it is okay to be angry, it is okay to cry. Don't think that, you know, because you're a boy, no, don't cry because you're a boy. You know, orang-orang dulu always have this mentality. Kenapa nangis? Boy kan? Laki tak boleh nangis, you know. Yeah. So I said, don't have that mentality. You know, you can cry. If you are sad, cry. If you are angry, you be angry. You know, you want to shout. Yeah. You know, janganlah terpekik telur macam orang gila. But you know, yeah, it is okay,
It's okay to express your
yes,
emotions.
it is
Yeah.
okay to be angry. It is okay to be sad. It is okay to feel disappointed. All these are normal and natural human emotions, and
Correct.
it is okay to feel them. It's not only it's okay. You have to feel them, because kalau you tak feel them, you takkan tahu macam mana nak move past it. You know, yeah. So you not gonna feel it. If you not gonna nangis, so be it. Cry, mommy, I'm sad. You know that you have cancer. Then cry. It's fine. You know, don't feel like why you crying. No, you cannot cry. No. So I have been teaching them this daripada dorang kecil. It is okay. And then I also always think that I cannot cry in front of my children. Pasal I need to be strong
Reason for them. They
for
cannot-
them. You know. So when I was talking to Irfan about this whole thing, this anxiety thing, so I was like, so how you feeling? So he said to me, Mommy, you're so strong all the time. You always tell us that it is okay to be sad and it's okay to be angry. But why are you not sad?
He picked it up.
Yeah. And he said to me like, you always show us that you're strong. You always show us that you're okay. How do we know when you are actually okay and when you are actually not okay? And that scares me. He said that.
Wow.
10-year-old.
He said that scares him. The fact that I'm strong scares him. So I'm thinking like, so
Where is all this coming from?
yeah, and so what am I do? So what I'm doing, being strong, is that what I actually
Supposed to do.
should be doing? Or should I be raw and vulnerable with my children? You know? Because it's always like, you know, jangan nangis depan budak-budak, jangan nangis depan budak-budak.
But the idea is to make sure to not show them that they're sad.
Yeah,
so that they can cope better,
so
kan?
that macam, you know, oh, they think, okay, mommy's okay, so they can go to school, you know, that kind of thing. But then,
The fact that your son.
he told me that the fact that I am not sad or I am not scared scares him.
Wow.
God. Wow.
So for a 10-year-old boy,
Yeah.
that's very mature
Yeah.
thinking, you know. Wow.
And I question myself again, like, you know, what I'm doing. So now I decide that, no, you know, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to just, you know, be strong and show them that, no, I'm strong. You know,
Yeah.
I can be vulnerable with my children, and we can hold each other's hand and go through it together. And I think that's more important than just
Yeah.
telling them that, you know, mommy's strong and mommy's going through.
Yeah. Get them to see that we are all humans and
Yeah.
it's normal to feel this way at the same time.
Yeah.
So when they have to, like you mentioned, to show that it's okay to feel the emotions, I think it's, in a way you also have to show your emotions to
Yeah.
them lah.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know how I'll be able to handle.
Actually kan, a lot of people cakap dengan I lah, you know, you're so strong, you know, I'm so inspired by you, you know, I'm so strong. And for a while macam feel like, you know, yeah, I'm strong, you know, that kind of thing. But then after a while kan, I realized that actually I'm not strong lah. I was placed in this position with I didn't have a choice, you know. Like if I had a choice, I do know.
Kalau
Go
boleh tak
through
nak
this.
lah.
Yeah, you know. But I was placed in this position and I have kids, so I didn't have any choice but, you know, to be strong.
It's a test that was given to you.
Yeah. The ones who are actually very strong are my kids.
Yeah.
Like they are so young, you know, and they can choose to break down and just, you know, no,
Just
yeah.
don't care.
Yeah, but they are not, and I think that's the whole big inspiration for me. Like, you know, they are so strong, and they are. I've never seen strength like that from such small people.
Small people.
Yeah,
Small people but big hearts.
yeah, and also I think people around them play a very important role. Like, you know, their teachers, their principals. Alhamdulillah, actually, right, my kids have very, very good support from school, whether it's the 2 older boys ataupun the 2 younger girls. Their teachers, their principals, mashallah, we have been so blessed with this. Yeah. So at first I was very worried for Zafira also, because she's going to lose all her friends.
Because going to primary school.
Yeah, going to primary school. Then she's going to lose all her teachers, and I'm not sure if she will be able to cope, and I am also not sure of how I will be next year.
Okay.
Because as much as orang selalu cakap dengan I lah, don't think about it, don't think about it. No, everything is going to be fine. Kita nak kena have hope, kita nak kena have faith, kita nak kena think positive always.
Yeah. But that there's only so much that we can.
Yeah, and it's not possible to always be positive.
Yeah.
I'm telling you this.
Yes,
It's not.
Yes, it's not.
It's not. Yeah, and I think like as much as I want to be positive, and as much as I don't want to think about it, and as much as I want to have faith, and I want to have trust and everything else,
Yes.
I also need to prepare my family, my children for whatever that might come. It might not come, Alhamdulillah, if it does not. Yeah, but even if it does not come in anywhere in the near future, it will come one day. I mean, they will lose their mother, or I will lose my children, because everybody will die. You know, that kind of thinking. Yeah, so
Ajal itu pasti.
yeah, ajal itu pasti. You know.
Perhaps you want to have like a short segment of you saying things for your children. Let's say maybe when Zafira grows older, they can hear your messages for her.
Okay.
Maybe for Elina also.
Okay.
Okay, we have that for them.
Assalamualaikum, Irfan, Norris, Zafira and Elina. First of all, I want you to know that I love you very, very, very much. And I want to thank you for being my children. You didn't choose me to be your mother, but you accepted me as your mother so wholeheartedly. Even through all of the times that I don't live up to being the best mother. I hope that in everything that you do, you always remember Allah. I hope that you always find strength in Him. And always make dua. Remember, Mommy always say that make dua every day. Allah hears everything that we say. So continue to make dua even when you are older. Amin. Always remember, right? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Make dua. Amin. If Mommy is no longer here, please know that all of those times that I got to live, it has been nothing was I don't regret anything in this life, especially all the times bad, and whether it's happy times or sad times with all of you, and I hope that you will remember all of them, the happy and as well as the sad, because these times are the times that will make you stronger. Listen to your elders, respect your elders, love those younger than you, respect those older than you, and jangan lupa solat hari-hari. Okay? love you so much. I love you so much. All of you. Okay? And don't worry, Allah will take care of all of you. Thank you.
Yan, cry.
Okay, so we're going to take a short break. But don't forget to stay tuned to our next episode, part 2 of our recording. Okay, so this episode is brought to you by 7 Flowers. So head on over to their Instagram SE7EN FLOWERS to get all your beautiful clothes, size inclusive, semua gala-galanya lah.
Yes.
Okay, so with that, let's wrap it up. Alright, we have come to the end of our first part of our recording with
Don't
our
go
guest
anywhere.
Nana. Yeah, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yes.
Yeah, see ya.